Yo guys, welcome back to another episode of anime review. And I almost said manga review. It's season 4, episode 3, and today we're covering the 7 Deadly Sins, season 5, part 2. So this should be like the 7 Deadly Sins finale. I think they're doing like a spin-off series with like the new generation or whatever. But I don't know when that's coming out. I don't even think the manga has come out yet for that, so it'll probably be a long time. And, yeah, anyways, before we do get started, I want to let you guys know that currently I'm on Thanksgiving break, and, usually it's only like a 3-day break, but this year they're doing a whole week. So, it is Tuesday, and I didn't make a video this past weekend, or yesterday, just because, I was thinking about just doing videos all this week. Obviously not on Thanksgiving, but I'm going to try and make some videos this week. So, yeah. Anyways, we're getting started here. We also, hold on, before I do get started, again, that one thing that I did forget, I think we're going to have the November manga haul coming later today, and you might be thinking it's a bit early, which it is, but the thing is, I'm not getting any more manga this month. In fact, I have some manga coming in the mail today, but I'm gonna have to put that underneath the Christmas tree, so it's gonna be go towards the December haul, and, yeah, I don't have any more manga to get this month, so I figured I would do a manga haul video, so that should be coming probably later today, and, yeah, anyways, guys, let's just get right into this review. I don't have a whole lot to talk about, so it might be a shorter video. And, yeah, let's get right into it. So, the first thing that I do want to talk about in this video, and I've talked about this, I think, a few times in the past, and that is how I absolutely, I did an abysmal job on the review of part 1 of season 5. Because I didn't realize that the season was a two-parter, because I was kind of confused, because season 4, if I remember correctly, well, that's when season 4 came out, that's when I first started watching 7 Deadly Sins, and season 4 I think came out all at once, like the entire season, and at the time I was still relatively new to how anime worked and stuff, so I wasn't really familiar with, like, 2-part seasons and all that, and yeah, so I just assumed that was the way it worked for season 5, and it was just like a shorter season because they were just wrapping it up at the end, and it didn't really need to be like a full-length season or something like that. So when, it left off and it didn't wrap everything up, I was like, wow, this was an absolutely dog crap season, like, this is really bad. But obviously, it wasn't the end, and I gave it sort of a crap rating, not only because 7 Deadly Sins is kind of mid, but because I didn't realize that that wasn't the end. So, hopefully, this video should fix that a little bit. I did adjust my score in the season recap video I did a little while ago, but yeah, hopefully, this will cover the end, and hopefully fix some of the score stuff. So, firstly, when everything was said and done and the season ended, I did think that they wrapped up the series pretty well. They showed, like, all of the stuff with Meliodas' son and all of that. I thought it was a sweet ending to everything that happened. Sorry about my voice. It's, for some reason, I'm kind of got something going on here. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I thought that they ended it pretty well with that. It worked, and it was fine, I guess. But what happened before that, I thought they dragged it on a little too long, though, because we had them fight the Demon King in the last part. Everything happened with Meliodas that took over his body, and they fought Demon King Meliodas, but Meliodas is back to normal now, and the Demon King then took over Zeldris's body, and then they fought Zeldris, and then he turned into like this giant meat monster looking thing. They fought him and defeated the Demon King, but then they did this whole thing after that with Merlin and like with what's his name, King Arthur and all that, and like the cat and like this whole, what was it, like chaos or something like that. I was definitely pretty confused about the whole like chaos thing, just because not only it didn't make much sense to begin with, but like they sort of just threw it in at the end, and it was like, why? And yeah, that just kind of made it all drag on way too long. I don't think that was necessary at all. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. But, yeah, that was thing. I think that was, like, the main thing that would, like, lower the score. The King Arthur stuff. Because, again, it just didn't, like, why? It was so unnecessary. In the ending, they had a whole thing going. They defeated the Demon King. Everybody was all good. And then, well, except for one person who I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, everything was all good. And, you know, they could have just had everybody good and then show, like, their kids and stuff. But they had, like, this final random battle against, like, the King Arthur's cat thing. It turns out it's, like, this ancient evil being or something. And they had to fight it. Sure. Okay. So yeah, that's like the main thing that lowers this for me. The main thing that I think was wrong with this, other than that, I mean, it's 7 Deadly Sins. I can't really give it higher than an 8. It's just mid, you know. It's in that 7 range, between 7 and 8. I do really enjoy 7 Deadly Sins. Some of it is kind of cringy to me now. As I watch it, the animation wasn't excellent. I know that the animation quality definitely went downhill in this season. Yeah, so it's gotta stick in that 7 range. And one person that I was talking about who was not okay is my boy Eskenor. He used, like, he got his, like, sin thing back from the angel dude, and he used it all up and, like, burned himself to death, pretty much. Like, he got too powerful, and then, like, his body started to burn away. And then he sacrificed himself. I forget exactly what happened, but yeah. Eskenor died, and he had his little moment with Merlin before he died, which I did like, you know. My boy Eskenor finally low-key got some. I mean, you know, she, like, kissed him or whatever, but Eskenor he got some play on the field, you know, right before he died, so, yeah. And she got, like, Merlin has, like, burns all over her face now, from Eskenor, so, yeah, that whole thing, R.I.P. Eskenor. He went out like a goat, I will say, but yeah, overall, though, I mean, like I said, I don't have much to say about this season, because, I mean, it's just like, well, this part, because it was just an extension of the last, like, most of the hype stuff happened, or, like, most of the, not necessarily hype, but, like, the main plot stuff happened before, like, with, what's his name, Esterosa is his name? Is it Esterosa? Or, yeah, when he was, like, turned out to be the angel dude, all that crazy stuff that happened, and, like, go through with, like, the memory altering stuff. That already happened, you know, that was, like, the big twist, and this was everything just wrapping it up. So it was definitely not as much happened in this season, or this part, than the last part. So, yeah, not a lot to say about it. Overall, though, as far as the score goes, I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10. I still enjoy 7 Deadly Sins. I can't give it higher than, like, a 7.9. I can't give it that 8. Like, if there was a 7 Deadly Sins season that was just perfect, it would get an 8. But, yeah, I can't give it more than a 7.9 at any point. I forget, I think in my original Season 1 review of 7 Deadly Sins, I think I probably gave it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, but I can't do that crap, So, 7.6 is where this stands for me, personally. I'm not the biggest fan of 7 Deadly Sins. I know some people, it's like their favorite show. Personally, I enjoy it, I tolerate it, but I realize that it's just not really good. And, yeah, that's where it stands for me. And that's going to be about it for the review. Again, I apologize, there just wasn't a lot to say about it. For me personally, there just wasn't a lot to say about it, so, yeah, but later today, I think after this video, I will be making a manga haul for November, so that should be coming out soon, and, yeah, anyways, that's gonna be about it. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. The video should be out here soon, so stay tuned for that. And, yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.